We hear there are barriers for young social entrepreneurs that's really not good. So we form a team called Postie Plus and agree how we'll operate, what we're committed to, and the things we'll discuss. We've got our mission, enabling more young people to become social entrepreneurs, and begin with inspiration, reading, research, and interviews for sure. We make some observations, develop key insights, we had simulations. How might we's are next, with peers putting them to the test.
Getting feedback on our how might we statement and also practicing giving others feedback on their how might we statements was fantastic. I learned how important it was not to make assumptions in our make assumptions about our solution and our how might we statement, and also how important it was for this statement to be exciting. It made it so much more potent when we got to ideation.
We generate some ideas and take a vote. Do wacky do. Our storyboard will follow you.
The idea of a incubator program being filmed as part of a reality TV program would never have been something we would have considered at the very beginning of the program, but grew out of our work quite naturally and became quite an exciting and interesting process. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what would happen if it was really taken further.
So here's our idea. Jono's a volunteer for Food Bank Foundation. He has his own social ideas, but yet to find funding for his creation. An advert on their notice board catches his eye for ice cream ideas, which promises to be no pie in the sky. Make a business in a weekend, Social Entrepreneur 101. Not just a startup, there's more to this blend. A TV show, you say, reality no less, where ideas are incubated and funding created. Jono makes it through his TV debut. His idea, the next revolution in reducing food waste and pollution. It's streamed live for students who watch the incubation from ideas to prototype with some analogous inspiration. The viewers all vote and investors they choose, investing their funds, no one stands to lose. There can only be one winner, that's Jono we knew. His idea, it's successful, bringing social impact and even revenue.
On reflecting on our processes, I realised that it's important not to underestimate the gut check, which was step 4 of class 4. In class 4, we spent a great deal of time generating ideas through our brainstorm and then went through our selection process. And we were very keen to get into prototyping and make sure we had enough time for that. So we glossed over the gut check to a certain extent. I would also comment that there could possibly be more questions in the gut check, because as we tried to prototype, my energy for the project really began to wane, and it wasn't until the next day that I realised I didn't really believe that every aspect of our solution was feasible. So whilst there's some good questions in the gut check, like what's your design challenge, describe the ideas, and the impact that they'll have. Possibly we could add, will it work? Why will it work? Why won't it work? And that gives us the opportunity to do a little bit more ideation if we think there are aspects of it that aren't feasible.
Our storyboard we show to a successful social enterprise guy. He says what he thinks, not a single lie. Let's consider your audience. Who are you targeting? Enterprise or entrepreneur? There's a difference, you know, so you need to be sure.
I hadn't appreciated the difference between a social enterprise and social entrepreneurs, and that differentiation is really important when identifying the different pathways that are available for young people. You know, not everyone needs to be an ideas person, and working for a corporate doesn't necessarily exempt you from, you know, the possibility of having social impact in your career. So taking this lens and applying it to our solution really helped us define our target audience and identify potential partners and funding options as well. So this was really key.
So we make some refinements and prototype an element, design an advert for our social entrepreneur startup weekend. It's our last class. We have ice cream, cornetto, yum, and progress from screaming to creaming our ideas, we hope. We practice our pitches, which has us in stitches. And we hope for volunteers to sign up in double digits. We close our journey with saying thanks to the people who've supported, advised, and shared wisdom throughout, and sharing ideas with our local social enterprise community, no doubt. So what did we learn? Trust the process, it works. We stayed engaged and did as we said. We made it and made it and made it.